Major political shifts are happening in Canada. After almost a decade in power, Trudeau stepped down on the heels of increasing pressure, both from within his own party and from outside forces. With escalating tensions on the international stage, including a looming trade war with the United States and a deeply divided domestic political landscape, Canada is now at a political crossroads. So, who are the potential contenders to take over and lead the country forward? Let's meet the faces who could soon be vying for the role of Prime Minister of Canada. After nearly 10 years of leadership, Justin Trudeau's tenure as Canada's Prime Minister came to an end earlier this week. His resignation follows a culmination of mounting criticism from his own government, notably from his deputy, Chrystia Freeland. She voiced her dissatisfaction with some of his recent policies, including proposals for a 2-month sales tax holiday and cash rebates for workers, seen by many as political gimmicks. Add to that the challenges on the international front, particularly tensions with the US over trade, and it became clear that Trudeau could no longer ignore the calls for change. And so, with the resignation comes a leadership void that many in Canada and beyond are watching closely. But who's next in line? Well, there's a whole host of potential candidates to take up the mantle of the Liberal Party and lead the country. Let's break down who's in the running and why they might make a good fit for Canada's future. First up, we have François-Philippe Champagne. Currently serving as Canada's Minister of Innovation, Science and Industry, Champagne has held multiple key roles in the Canadian government since joining the House of Commons in 2015. His previous positions have included Minister of Foreign Affairs and Minister of Infrastructure, providing him with a well-rounded political resume. Champagne, with his background in law, business and international trade, brings both experience and a global perspective to the table. While he is yet to formally announce his candidacy, he has indicated that he is strongly considering a run, with his office confirming that everything is still on the table. His deep understanding of international affairs could position him well for Canada's future, especially with the country's trade relations facing new challenges. Next, we have Anita Anand, a rising star in Canadian politics. Currently the Minister of Transport, Anand's previous work includes spearheading Canada's defense strategy, particularly during the conflict in Ukraine. Her academic credentials, holding degrees in political science and law, further highlight her expertise. Anand is like an emblem of Canada's multicultural identity, as a woman of Indian descent making a significant impact in high government positions. Although she has had some setbacks, such as being shuffled to President of the Treasury Board, her resilience and work ethic have earned her a strong support among many. With her forward-thinking approach and diverse background, she's definitely one to watch. Next, we have Mélanie Joly, another prominent contender. The current Minister of Foreign Affairs, Joly has proven herself as a strong leader on the international stage. From leading Canada through the Israel-Hamas conflict to making historic visits to Ukraine and China, Joly's diplomatic efforts have earned her recognition worldwide. She is not afraid to tackle difficult issues, and her ability to navigate complex global dynamics makes her a formidable candidate. As one of the most visible figures in Trudeau's cabinet, Joly's track record of leadership on foreign policy could appeal to voters looking for a steady hand on the global front. Of course, no discussion would be complete without mentioning Chrystia Freeland herself, the former finance minister and one of the loudest voices of dissent against Trudeau. Freeland has been a central figure in Canadian politics for years on end now, and her work in renegotiating NAFTA during Trump's presidency earned her international recognition. While she resigned in December following requested demotion by Trudeau, many still see her as a strong contender to take the reins of the Liberal Party. Despite stepping down, Freeland's influence remains powerful, and her reputation as a savvy negotiator might make her an appealing option to unite Canada in these divisive times. And then we have Mark Carney. The former governor of both the Bank of Canada and the Bank of England, Carney has a remarkable resume in the financial world. A well-known figure in global economic circles, Carney is highly respected for his work in response to the global financial crisis. Though he has never held a political office, his influence and his connections with both the Trudeau administration and the international leaders could make him a strong outsider candidate. Carney has stated that he is considering entering the race, and his experience in managing large-scale economic issues could give him a unique edge. With so many capable candidates stepping up, the race to become Canada's next Prime Minister promises to be an exciting one. The incoming leader will face enormous challenges from economic uncertainties to navigating a complex international landscape. But Canada has always prided itself on its resilience, and the next leader will have a chance to shape the country's future in an increasingly globalized world. What do you think? Who do you think is most qualified to take over from Justin Trudeau and lead Canada forward? Stay tuned to India Today Global.